Hey folks, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the first Smash vlog of 2023. We have a couple of things to show off today, some custom Amiibo, and we have our last giveaway for last month's for the Amiibo giveaway, so stay tuned and let's check them out. Alright, so just a couple of new Amiibo that have been custom made on here for you guys to see today, and part of my collection. I'm going to start off actually with this guy right here, because we're going to go back a couple of menus on there so that way you guys can see it. This is the QB Amiibo, and this is a custom 3D printed one. This is not the actual QB Amiibo. I didn't go and spend an arm and a leg to go buy the QB one. It would be cool to have, but no, for the simplicity of it and everything, I thought it would be okay to 3D print this one. So I decided to 3D print this one. I took a model of the QB itself from the models resource, which is a great website that has 3D models on there, and then went ahead and printed him out. He actually printed out upside down, so his feet were actually standing up, and then I had to actually make his feet curve on here, so it required a little bit of molding and heating and everything like that to make his feet curve the exact same way as the Amiibo. But I do like the way that he turned out. Really simple, really cool. Didn't have to spend an arm and a leg for a QB Amiibo, so I thought that was pretty nice to have. So that's the first one on there. And then the second one is, I finally finished my Detective Pikachu. And thank you to my wife for finishing up the details of the face for me once again. She does an amazing job doing the face details, so thank you once again. So that is the Detective Pikachu Amiibo, and the reason why I decided not to buy, because I've had offers just recently for a Detective Pikachu Amiibo, and the biggest reason why I didn't want to get the Detective Pikachu Amiibo was simply because of its size. I'm not sure, I don't really have a Detective Pikachu once again, so the Detective Pikachu was, I want to say he was about 8 inches, 7 to 8 inches, so definitely a really big Amiibo. It was really cool, and when he came out, I actually had him pre-ordered at the store, but there was somebody that really wanted him when the game came out as well, and I had not picked up the game at the time, so I had just had the Amiibo pre-ordered, and they were asking if I was going to pick up my pre-order, so I went ahead and canceled it, and I just gave it to somebody instead that really wanted it. So all these years, I never went back and picked up the actual Detective Pikachu, but I did find a 3D file for a Pikachu that looked very similar to the stance of the Detective Pikachu, so I went ahead and printed him out, and I found a little detective hat, or in this case, deerstalker hat, and I went ahead and I printed that out as well to proportion to his head, and I put that on there, and I really like the way that he came out. There's a little sticker base right here of the actual map of the game itself. This is the map of the game, and I took a picture of that and cut it around and made it the Amiibo base, and I really like the way that it came out. So let me see here if I can get some better lighting for you guys. A little bit brighter on there for you. So yeah, I really like the way that he came out. I do need to finish up some touches on here, such as the tail. Painting yellow on PLA is a little bit difficult, especially if you don't prime it properly. So next time I want to go with a white primer as opposed to a gray primer, because you'll sit there and you'll have to do coats over and over and over to get that yellow. But I am very satisfied with his results. And then I also pulled out my regular Pikachu Amiibo, so you can see proportion-wise, you know, he's kind of the same height, which I really like. So I was really hoping when the Detective Pikachu Amiibo came out for the game, this is what we were going to get. And instead we got that massive chunky beast, which in hindsight I really kind of wish I did have the Detective Pikachu Amiibo, because he is a chunky boy, and I do like the heft on Amiibo, the nice heavy plastic representations of it, but at the same time I did not like the size of it, so the actual height of it. Putting it off the shelf at the time, or having to alter a shelf to do that, so I would like to have it a little tinier representation of it, and this actually does wonders for it. And I'll come back to him and QB, so that way you guys can see. I'm not entirely sure how this is going to scan. It'd be really funny if he scans as Pikachu and not Detective Pikachu, but I have Super Smash Bros. Loaded up in the background, so that way we can scan Amiibos live on here so you can see. So, and then I just brought in that one. I'm still finishing up. I'm redoing this one actually, but my Pikachu Libre, So that way I have my Pikachu team on here. So we haven't determined yet if this is going to scan as a Pikachu amiibo, like I said. So we don't really know if I can make him an actual character or a fighter or not. But if he does, we'll come back to it and we'll put a poll on who he's going to be in the future. And then next up, just a quick glimpse once again. This is the Sephiroth that I had printed out. Now finally completed with the matte acrylic finish on there to give him a more flat finish, kind of just like his counterpart of PlayStation 1. Give him the rest of his hair. You know, his sword was finished and painted, and his handle. So looking great. I can't wait till next week, so that way the other Sephiroth amiibo comes out, and then I'll be able to change. As you can probably see in the background, I have both the Aegis and Sephiroth fighting. His costume will definitely be changed to the shirtless Sephiroth, so I will have both available of shirtless Sephiroth and the original Sephiroth when the original Sephiroth amiibo comes out next week, which is super exciting. I can't wait. So stay tuned for that. I have both him and Kazooie pre-ordered, and I hope they come in not like the Best Buy fiasco where everything got bent and they came in the same day, or they didn't come in the same day, but we'll see. And then last but not least, this is a work in progress on here, but I have her, or technically them, working in the background over here already. This is because I couldn't wait, and we don't really have a release date for Pyra and Mythra, so I decided to make my own. Because Kazuya and Sephiroth are already coming out, I wanted to go ahead and make a Pyra and Mythra amiibo. So I went ahead and I printed out 2 of the Aegis swords for both Pyra and Mythra. And I went ahead and I put it on a base. And this one, I'm going to try to work it a little differently. Because now we know that Pyra and Mythra are going to get 2 separate amiibo. I want to see if there's a way to possibly make them separate characters as opposed to them transforming or changing out mid-battle. And then I wanted to make a third option to have both of them change in mid-battle. So I made this one, and I've called her the Aegis, instead of just having one specific for Pyra and Mythra. I wanted to put Pyra/Mythra in there, but the limit for amiibo naming is 10 letters, unfortunately, so I had to play with stuff. So yeah, I took and I'm not done with this. This is still a work in progress because there's still obviously some detail that needs to be painted in here, like the gold and the green and everything too. So I actually need to glue both, because these are 2 halves of the swords. So I need to glue them back together. But basically I took, it was available, a Mr. Game & Watch 3D printed base. And I put that in there. And what's going to happen is I'm going to have them kind of stuck inside of like a rock or a stone. And so I'm going to 3D model like a stone or anything like that, or maybe even clay mold a stone, probably up until right here maybe, and then just have that as the actual Pyra/Mythra amiibo if I want to use them as the Team Aegis. So I'm super excited because now there's only one amiibo technically left, officially at least, to be released. And while we don't have his amiibo file, I guess, in game yet, I wouldn't put it past that Nintendo's going to make another amiibo. So I know a lot of people are very concerned about Sora being released or anything like that, but it's not going to put it past me that Sora is he's going to get an amiibo. I feel like he is for sure. I mean, if we got Sephiroth and Cloud, especially 2 versions of Cloud, I think the biggest thing that people are waiting for mostly is how many of the Sora amiibo do we get, as opposed to if he's coming out at all. Because honestly, it's, for me, as a marketing strategy, I think it would make more sense for them to release a Sora amiibo, just for the fact that it's gonna print money. I mean, whether Square Enix likes it or not, or Nintendo likes it or not, or whoever thinks that it's a bad idea, it clearly is not going to be. He has always been a fan favorite, a beloved character, and to have more merchandise Kingdom Hearts wise is just, that's just printing money for both companies at that. So I don't think they're going to sit there and lose an opportunity when they can clearly print out or clearly make an amiibo on there. And if the opportunity doesn't arise, I do have a Sora figure that I'll use on there, and maybe he won't be an amiibo, but I do have a Sora figure that I can use on there. I'm really hoping that we get other costumes. I think that would be really cool, but we'll see. So next up, I'm going to actually do a quick jump cut. We're going to move the switch over up one bit, and then we're going to check out the QB. I'm going to scan him in and the Detective Pikachu to see what actually happens with Detective Pikachu, so stay tuned. Alright, so we are back, folks, and now we will be scanning out our Detective Pikachu and our QB, and then just before that, I just wanted to do a quick scan on here. So I just wanted to show you guys. There is the Sephiroth amiibo that we've been using for about a month or two now, so really cool that he's there. Starting next week, he will definitely be the shirtless version, so he will match his amiibo, because we will be having a Sephiroth amiibo that will be coming out really soon. I'm super excited to see him. So I'm actually kind of disappointed. The only thing I'm kind of disappointed is actually the length of his sword in the box, and I can understand why. The packaging isn't going to be big enough to put his actual size sword in there, but still super excited to see him and Kazuya. I'm super excited to see Kazuya and see how he works too, so I'm going to be excited for that. So that's Sephiroth. We're not going to make any changes to him. We're going to go ahead and also scan the Aegis, and once again they scan as both, but they will be two separate amiibos when they come out apparently, so they've given us two different SKUs, and they've given us already the look of how they are. They are two different ones, so I have her as the Aegis. Hopefully I can make or try to train as much as possible to where Pyra only uses herself as Pyra and Mithra, but I'm pretty sure with Amiibo AI and the built-in AI already with the system, I don't think that there will be a way to do it, but I'm going to try my best to see if I can make each character kind of their own separate character, because I think that would be pretty cool. So we're going to exit that out. And then I had to actually load this on my wife's profile because I had already scanned QB before just to see if it works. But I wanted to scan him again because once you scan an amiibo that is not a Super Smash Bros. Amiibo, you do get something for it. You get a reward for it. You'll get the Smash points, and then you'll get coins, apparently, sometimes. Or you'll get something to feed your amiibo or anything like that that you use in World of Light. But once you scan it, it will tell you that the amiibo has already been scanned, so it won't work again. So I'm hoping by doing this on my wife's profile, this will actually work. So we're going to try this. And there we go. So it scans as QB. And there is the QB amiibo. So we got the QB spirit for it. So that was pretty cool. And then we will scan Detective Pikachu. And there we go, Detective Pikachu. So really happy about that, which kind of means, I guess, that, yeah, see, we have already received the reward for this amiibo. So if it's not a Super Smash Brothers type amiibo, you can only scan it the one time, which is very kind of unfortunate because that means that this Pikachu is specifically only for Detective Pikachu, and it doesn't work the same way how the Kirby amiibo series work, the Super Mario series amiibo work, the Legend of Zelda amiibo series work, and the Metroid amiibo series work. On the Fire Emblem, pretty much almost every series that Nintendo has, other than Pokemon, it kind of is disappointing that the Detective Pikachu does not scan as just a Pikachu amiibo, and also with the Detective Pikachu features. But it's really cool nonetheless that I have the Detective Pikachu amiibo. Maybe in the future I'll do a video of me using him on gameplay with the 3DS and the copy of Detective Pikachu. I know it's going to be a little bit kind of hard to record the 3DS's screen, or in this case the 2DS XL screen, but I'll try to find a way. So there we have it, folks. There is the scans of the QB and Detective Pikachu. And next week we will be having another Sephiroth come in, so stay tuned for that. And then Kazuya, so definitely stay tuned for that as well, with a little surprise at the end of that video, so definitely stay tuned to it. And then right now I'm going to go ahead and we're going to clear out this table right here. We're going to do another jump cut because we have an announcement for, we're going to choose our last winner for the contest, the 50,000 subs giveaway for the Amiibo contest. So stay tuned once again. So we're back, folks, and now we're going to go ahead and draw our winner for our December of 2021 contest, or the 50,000 subscribers. Thank you so much, folks, for everybody participating. Thank you so much, folks, for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much, guys, for everything. You know, this channel has been an absolute great experience. I love making these little content for you guys on here. I love making these custom little Amiibo. I've always been a big fan of little figurines, and especially with video games, and they just now go hand in hand with each other. And just seeing these amazing figures, these just amazing attention to detail, even something so simple as this Dark Samus, this sheen, this metallic glow to it, super nice. This absolutely gorgeous Min Min, one of my favorite amiibos of last year. That hands down, this had to be the best one that came out. I really love the way that she looks. And then last but not least, our Blast of the Past, our Charizard, which is our original drawing, but due to the fact that the packaging is damaged, I wanted to make it completely up to the winner on which one of these 3 amiibo that you wanted to get on there. So without further ado, I'm going to go to Gleam.io's website right here for the Amiibo giveaway round 4. I'm going to go ahead and click on winners. I am going to move the tablet away because I don't want to give out any personal information, because information is going to show up on here. So I'm going to move that away, and we are going to the winners tab. And once again, folks, thank you so much for everybody for participating on here. We had over 150 entries this time around. So what a way to end the Amiibo contest for the giveaway. It was super great. I really enjoyed it. It was super fun. I'm super happy that a lot of people got out there, got an extra Amiibo out there so they can play with, so they can use it on their Super Smash Brothers copy, have it on display, whichever have you. Just super nice to have these figures. I just think that it's a really nice, cool piece of video game memorabilia, and just a really cool feature that it can do in Super Smash Brothers, and such an amazing game. So here we go. I am clicking the button for the winner. We've got 10%, 70%, 100%. There we go. So our winner is Dakota Jackson. All right, Dakota Jackson from Fairfield, Ohio. Congratulations on your win for the Amiibo drawing. I will getting in contact with you shortly, so that way you can choose, have your choice of any of the 3 Amiibo on here. With that also being said, as a bonus, whatever of the other ones, I will be doing a contest this month as well. It will be starting at the end of the month. It will go into February. So at the end of February will pretty much be that, because we will have also the next giveaway, which I won't give away what it is. So you'll have to stay tuned at the end of the month this month, so that way we can see it. So folks, thank you so much once again for tuning in. Thank you so much for continuous support of the channel. I really do appreciate it. I love making this content once again for you guys. And 2023 is going to be it's going to be good. So I know a lot of things are happening in the world, a lot of crazy things financially, a lot of crazy things with health and everything. I kind of want to change up some stuff as well myself for 2023, just because, you know, I don't want to. I know I've been having a little bit of problem with my eyes and headaches and all that kind of stuff, so I definitely want to check out myself for health. And I know that computer screens can be a little bit too crazy for my eyesight. I need to get better glasses, is what I really need to do. But anyways, I want to focus on, you know, some more stuff, bring out some more custom stuff, some custom Amiibo for you guys to see, hopefully with the future plans that I have, and if all goes well, we'll be seeing a little bit more things differently. I actually had a sneak preview for you guys to see on here. This is what I'm working on next. So Mega Man, or from the Mega Man series, this is Zero, and you can kind of see he's kind of rough around the edges or anything like that. So this is my next work in progress for you guys to see, so I'm going to be working on that as well as the videos for you guys. But once again, thank you so much for tuning in, and I hope you guys have an amazing weekend, and we'll see you next time. Take care and smash on, folks.